It was sell, sell, sell on the second day of David Cameron's trade mission to China. Prime Minister spent the day in Shanghai helping his delegation of British businesses to promote themselves to Chinese entrepreneurs. Mr. Cameron said he made no apology for making trade his priority, saying British jobs were at stake. But there were signs that not all the Chinese were convinced by his sales pitch. So can Britain really reset its relationship with China? Our political editor, Gary Gibbon, has this from Shanghai.
Excuse me.
Trying to get a security state to understand an informal photo opportunity is just one of the challenges on a trip like this. The Prime Minister took a walk on the Shanghai waterfront with Lisa Pan, boss of a Chinese gaming company that's just invested in Britain. The Prime Minister's brought his 130-strong trade delegation to Shanghai for an orgy of networking. First up, meet the multi-billionaire boss of China's equivalent of Amazon, Jack Ma.
I've started the pitch already.
Yes. I represent around 200,000 small businesses in the UK.
And then off to the Shanghai Exhibition Centre for a cosy lunch with Chinese business leaders.
In this room we have the expertise from Britain to start a hospital, to dig an oil rig, to design a city, design the fastest car and one of the most traditional cycles. We even have people who can help you to breed a pig. We have everything a country could possibly need for its future. Dui Shuang Feng You Li, in both sides' interests. Thank you very much indeed.
The National Theatre's Warhorse toured the tables. 2 years ago, China's then Prime Minister accused David Cameron of finger-wagging on human rights. No one's accusing him of that here. The business people he brought on his plane think he's judged it right.
Does it help when you've got a Prime Minister like David Cameron who's very happy to do the salesman pitch and willing here to downplay the human rights stuff?
Yes, I do. I think that, you know, he has a background in PR, and that is very relevant in the market that we're in here in China.
He's quietened down about things like human rights. That must help, does it?
Well, I don't think that he's here to do that. He's stuck very carefully and clearly to the brief, which is to bring the largest business delegation to China, to use this as a platform to promote British business.
At Shanghai University, one student asked David Cameron if he wasn't behaving more like a businessman than a Prime Minister.
And I'm pretty unapologetic about that. Britain is a trading nation. We're all in what I call a global race.
David Cameron's criticism of China's system may have toned down. But some things don't change. A dispute between a policeman and a cyclist today at the gates of David Cameron's temporary home in Shanghai, just as he set off in search of more trade.
One newspaper marked David Cameron's visit by saying that Britain was an old country, nice to visit, not good for much else. Another one congratulated him on opposing Tibetan independence. Well, it may not be a free press, but at least you get a few different headlines. David Cameron's been trying to convince the Chinese leadership here that Britain is different from the rest of Europe, the right place to invest, more open. So far, the Chinese leadership's reaction has been to show interest and scepticism in equal measure. Gary Gibbon, Channel 4 News, Shanghai.